Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Read Tsukihime. So a lot happened last time. Um, we learned stuff, and we also more questions were raised because that's just how well a good narrative goes, right? It's not just about hey, here's all the answers. It's okay, let's slowly give them to you over time, and more questions are opened up, and well, that's what makes you want to keep reading, right? So that's the good stuff. Our sister gets red hair. She has power of heat, I guess, because she says she needs to absorb. Her body uses up more heat than others. So I take it for, oh, her attacks are heat based. That's kind of cool. It's kind of unexpected. I like it. Um, Shiki's back with a whole new look. Apparently, yes, there is an answer why he looks like that. I think some people tried explaining it in the comments because I said, hey, if there's an explanation, don't tell me. But I think a lot of people don't know there is an explanation in the game. And so when we get, if we get that explanation, then I will learn. But apparently it's in a bad end. So like, we'll have to see if I can get it. If I don't, whatever, I'll have people just tell me, or I'll just go and read the comments because people wrote them there. So hey, that's good. But let's get going. Let's get reading and see what is up with the people of our house. Telescope. Letting Kohaku-san take care of Akiha, I come down to the first floor. I can't treat Akiha's wounds, so I want to help her in some other way. Oh god, are we gonna try and cook? If I search the old man's room, I might be able to find something to help her. Is it gonna be the old man's weed stash? He was the head of the Tono family, after all. He should have recorded some way to fight against the Tono blood. Oh, like a countermeasure? That seems like a bad thing, though. You don't want to get rid of the blood, but, damn. I guess I can't find it that easily. I sit down and take a breath. The old man's library is really big, and it takes a lot of time to look through each book. Besides, most of them are just educational reports, and it looks like information on the Tono family isn't here. The only thing I found was this journal-like book that belonged to the old man. I see. Looks to be a record of the time after I was taken into the Arima household. I flip through the pages, and then I see Akiha's name and I turn back. Let's see. Report on Akiha's spasms. What is this? I start reading it carefully. The old man looked at it this way. Like, wait, the old man... Huh? The old man looked at it this way. Akiha became one of the strong Tono... Is this sentence just killing me? The old man looked at it this way. Akiha became one of strong Tono blood right after I left. Okay, no, that does make sense. I was just having a stroke. To live, Akiha needs more heat than a normal person. If you say that the heat Akiha needs is 10, food only gives her 6 or 7, and the extra heat she needs is the reason for her body's extra burden. The problem is why she needs that much heat to stay alive in the first place. It looks like it took the old man some time to figure it out. After a few years worth of pages, the answer is finally written down. Half of her life. I don't think I get what it means. It says that of all the energy she has, she's only using half of it. To rephrase it so it's easier to grasp, it's like she's moving around normally while only using half her body. Huh. But of course, it's impossible to do that. That's why Akiha's body consumes heat from some other source to try and make up for that. But no human can do that. It's superhuman power. The more she needs heat from her surroundings, the more the Tono blood awakens as it grows less and less human. What's written after that looks like Akiha's growth record. I read on, but find the information becoming less and less useful to me. Throw the diary onto the table. Damn. Even if you know the reason, it's no help if you don't write down the way to fix it. Stupid old man. Or was it impossible for even the old man to find a way to help her. But only half her energy? I wonder what she's doing with the other half. It seems simple. If Akiya can use all her energy for herself, then she wouldn't have to take in heat from someone else. I don't think there's anything else for me to find here. I should go outside and let myself unwind. I'm worried about Akiha. When I look up, I realize I'm at the detached building. Boy, I just keep coming back here, huh? I didn't feel like going back to my room, so I naturally came here instead of the mansion. Please, no more boober sucking. I mean, for me, that's fine. But I mean, not for the game. I go in. I sit down on the tatami and stare at the ceiling. I let out a deep breath. I feel relaxed in here. This was my room when I was a kid. This was the room Akiya came to when I was sick. I start to remember little by little. When I was adopted 10 years ago. When I lived in this room, and the days I spent playing with Akiha and Shiki. He was saying Nanaya. Nanaya. Written as 7 nights in Japanese? I guess it's my real last name, but it doesn't really matter now. A kid named Nanaya Shiki was eliminated 8 years ago. His last name, his real name, even his memories. What is with my mouth? My mouth is freaking out. I'm gonna fix this. My mouth is having a moment. There we go. Sorry, it just sometimes settings change, you know, and you gotta fix them. Anyways, yeah, right. All of us, we got entirely eliminated. I can't even remember my parents' faces. I don't want to remember those things anyway. I see. This knife is not the old man's, but really my... Oh, I guess that does make sense. Because it has Nanaya Yoru written on it, right? Or something similar. So that does make a lot of sense that that's his knife. Take the knife out of my pocket. Nanaya is written on the handle. In that regard, this was really my true father's. Tonomaki Hisa had some human emotions after all. He should have eliminated everything that would lead me to Nanaya Shiki, but he still left me this knife. And then, something drips onto my hand. What? I feel my cheeks. Why? I'm not happy or sad, but that's weird. Why am I crying? You know, it just goes to show how, like, broken an individual Shiki is. I seriously thought he somehow cut himself with his knife and was bleeding. Tears? No, couldn't be tears. That's not what he does. He doesn't cry. But no, I guess it is. There's no reason to. But I cannot stop crying. I wonder how long it's been. Night should have gone by. It must almost be sunrise. It's Sunday today, huh? Well, even if it was a weekday, I would have skipped school and stayed with Akiha. Because it's Sunday, it's more convenient. Kuhaka-san said she should stay in bed. How depressing. I don't know how many weeks it will take for Akiha to heal. What can I do until she gets better? I don't even have to think about it. I must find and kill him once and for all. He's not human anymore. No, even if he is, even if people tell me I'm a murderer, I can't let Shiki stay alive. Someone comes into the building. Could it be Kohaku-san? I hear small, light footsteps getting closer until finally the sliding door opens. Oh! It's Red Sis. I can't believe it. It's Akiha. Akiha, are you all right? Yes, my wounds have healed now. Healed? No way. That wound wasn't anything that would heal in a night. Besides, Kawaku said it would take weeks to heal. To heal that fast is not Oh. Then I finally realized it. No, I wish I didn't. That Akiha's hair is still red. It's exactly what you think it is, Nissan. My wound is healed. A wound that wouldn't heal this quickly for a normal person. Akiha's hair is red in this morning's sunlight. But I have no interest in that. What are you saying, Akiha? If your wound's healed, that should be good enough. I hate the tonal blood, but if it helps out like this, then it's a good thing. You don't have to force yourself. I didn't come here to be... sorry. I was like, what? I read that I didn't come here to be a brother to you, and I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. But no, it's not that. Yet. I didn't come here to be a bother to you. I came to tell you a few things while I'm still sane. Oh? What? She said, well, she is still sane. Listen to me, Nissan. I've been lying to you for so long now. There's no way for me to make up for that, but I at least have to tell you the truth. I cannot disappear like this. Kia's eyes shine as if she's about to cry. If she looks at me that way, there's no way I can stop her. Alright, I'll listen. But Akiha, I'll stay as Tonoshiki no matter what you tell me. Maybe you don't have to tell me at all. All the same, do you still want to tell me about it? Nissan, you... No? Shiki likes to talk a lot, and he told me most of it while you were unconscious. But, if you want to tell me about it, I'll listen. If you tell me yourself, I think it would help me understand. Akiha looks aghast for a moment, then she bites her lip and looks at me. Nissan, you were adopted 10 years ago from the Nanaya family. I don't know why Father adopted you, but he introduced you to us as our new family member. Akiha squints as if pained, and continues on. I've heard that the Nanaya family was the total opposite of our kind. There are those like the Tono family with mixed blood, and there are those who oppose them. Nissan, you wouldn't like it if there were lions and tigers in your school, right? Sorry, that was a sentence that took a lot for me to understand. We humans tend to eliminate people who are different from us, or anyone who is superior to us. It's pretty easy to understand why if you think about it. It's not that they eliminate the different people because they hate them. Instead, it is because if these different people were in our society, it would endanger the lives of normal people. So there will always be those who eliminate the non-humans. The Nanaya family was special among those who stood against the non-humans. They didn't use magic, but instead purely relied on their own abilities. The Tono family became special by introducing inhuman blood into their bloodline. The Nanaya family became special through willpower and determination. Tono and Nanaya were enemies, but we were actually close in a way just by our nature. So if you happen to have any special powers, it's not from the blood of Tono, but from Nanaya. It's written in your blood to kill anything that is inhuman. Oh! Oh. So we don't have an urge to kill humans. We have an insatiable urge to kill non-humans. That's interesting. Nissan, there was that time when you ran away from me, remember? I realized it then. The Nanaya blood in you is still working, and it reacted to me. She's talking about that night. She's right. I did feel a homicidal impulse when I saw Akiha's red hair. I thought I was a killer for that reason, but that means... Yes, you only feel that way towards abnormal people, like me, and Shiki, and Arquid, and CL, and Yumizuka Satsuki, and oh god, the entire cast of this game, really. But that's why you were like death to us. Even though the people of Nanaya have stopped their work, I think it was still a threat just to have their blood around. Why? Suddenly my heart is beating very loud. I have a very bad feeling about this. I cannot let Akiha go on. No, it's more that I don't want to hear it from her. It's alright. You don't have to go on. It's already over, so there's no point. It has nothing to do with me or you. But, Nissan, I don't care about the Nanaya family. I don't know them. If you're the head of the Tono family, you should only be worried about the Tono family. Nakia bows her head and gives a reluctant nod. Then, let's talk about us. Nissan and I, and Shiki, we were raised as true siblings. You and Shiki got along well, so I was kind of jealous of you guys. But everything went wrong when that happened to Shiki. 8 years ago, Shiki's Tono blood awakened and he killed me. Yes, but your life was saved. Things didn't end that easily, though. We took care of Shiki, but we couldn't kill the eldest sibling of the Tono family. We're a pretty powerful family, socially, so we couldn't just tell everyone that our eldest son, the only successor, died. So Father came up with it. Let Nissan be Tono Shiki, and let Shiki be the adopted son who died in an accident. Akiha speaks those words as if hoping they will damn Tono Makihisa. So that's it. Shiki and I reversed roles. The one that was killed lived on, and the one who did the killing died. That's the relationship between Shiki and I. I'm sorry, Nissan. The boy named Shiki no longer exists. He died 8 years ago. It wasn't just the end of his life, but the end of his existence. His name, past, household, and even his memories. There's nothing left anywhere. 8 years ago, when you took the place of Tonoshiki, Father got rid of everything. That's why you were taken to the Arimas. To the outside world, Tono's eldest son had to be alive, but since there was no Tono blood in you, you couldn't be the successor. Father explained that your body was weakened by the accident, so we sent you to the Arimas. I didn't agree. I haven't held a grudge against Father for letting you go for a stupid reason like that. I guess it's because I told him that I wanted you back so many times, but Father finally came out and told me you were adopted. And he told me never to let you come close to our house. Father didn't take into account what kind of cruel things he was doing to you, and he lied to me shamelessly until the day he died. Akiha's story ends there. It might be because she hid these facts from me for so long, but Akiha's story sounded more like a confession. That's the whole story. So now you know. You know you're not really my brother. You're not part of this rotten family. About to cry. Akiha's voice sounds like she's about to cry. I'm sorry, Akiha. I wasn't your real brother, but I still acted like it, and I caused trouble for you. My eyes did not do that. Calm down, eyes. What? Nissan. But I'm already part of this family. I might not be your brother, but can I still stay here? I don't want to leave you ever again. Akiha puts her hands over her mouth and bites back whatever words were about to come out. After a long silence, Akiha sadly shakes her head. I see. You're right. It was wrong for me to ask that. I've been a terrible brother anyway. Sorry, for some reason I'm having a real hard time telling who's speaking which line here. Like, it feels like in this scene specifically, it's really hard to tell who is saying what. Oh, wow. Wow, she really does have the best sprites. She has the most expressive number of them, it feels like. No, that's not true. I can't believe it. Akiha's crying. Nissan, you're my only Nissan. I've watched you since I was just a little girl. Well, it's nice for you to say that, but that's because you didn't know. You didn't know I wasn't your brother. I knew it from the beginning. I knew that you were adopted, that you weren't really my brother. I knew all that. But I didn't care. From the time you first called my name, Thump. Still crying, Akiya falls against me. I have a feeling this is going in the situation of me needing my fight stick. Akiya. I put my hands on her slender shoulders. Is that her heartbeat echoing in my ears or mine? She's so close. Akiya's body is so close to me. I could put my arms around her if I wanted to. You knew? Since she was a child? All this time, she knew I wasn't her real brother. Why didn't you tell me, Akiya? I'm not your brother after all. A small silence. Akiya looks up. Because I wanted to be with you. If I didn't tell you, if we stayed brother and sister, we could stay together. Since I'm not human, since I'm too different from you, we can't stay together. Akiya clenches her eyes shut and hits me in the chest. But if we are brother and sister, I thought we could still be together. No matter how much you hated me, no matter how much you ignored me, it would be okay if we just stayed together. Smack, the sound of her hitting my chest again. Isn't it weird? I was born into such a powerful family, but I wasn't allowed to ask for anything. Since I'm different, since I'm not like everyone else, I was going to be trapped inside the mansion and live without knowing anyone from the outside. That's what I was ready for, but you destroyed it all. As if trying to drive out everything she kept inside all these years, Akiya hits my chest again and again. If Nissan didn't show up, I could have lived like that my whole life. But I became weak and became a liar. I lied to you, and I lied to myself. I thought if I kept on lying about us being brother and sister, then I wouldn't want anything else. Hearing this stabs my heart with pain. Such a small lie, but to protect that little lie, Akiya has fought against so much, until finally it became too much, leaving her crying like she is now. Akiya, you were my only Nissan for all this time. I could never accept anyone else as my Nissan, let alone love anybody else. I can't do anything about this feeling. Smack. Akiya hits my chest once more and grows quiet. A long silence. Sorry, Akiya, murmurs Akiya, momentarily breaking the silence. My heart stutters at the single word. Akiya was alone with her pain all this time. She was in pain because she knew everything. That I was adopted, that I was raised as Tonoshiki, everything. She's now once again that young, black-haired, well, one part of that's true. She's now once again that young girl who was always crying and apologized to me when I was a kid. Come to think of it, Akiya was always apologizing to me. A small, nearly infinitesimal happiness for Akiya. Yet she still made up an elaborate story to protect it. That story itself was the barrier pushing her back, but it was also her one source of happiness. Akiya, No. I'm sorry. I've been selfish, but this is the last time, so you don't have to worry. Akiya pushes away from me. She's not crying anymore. The normal Akiya is here now. What do you mean this is the last... Akiya? Look, Nissan. My hair won't turn back anymore. Akiya looks at me not sad, but rather letting me take in the truth of this statement. Her hair remains that dull, bloody color. So, the Tono blood is in control of her now, just like it was with Shiki. What? That's just for now, right? Besides, you're still Akiya, so it's not a problem. No. I know my own body. I know I can't go back. So this is the end of my lie. Nish-san, you shouldn't be close to a monster like me. You should escape this place and live on as Nanaya Shiki. Akiya bows her head and steps back. I don't know anything about this Nanaya Shiki. I have no attachment to that name now. No, even if I did, such a thing would be unimportant compared to Akiya. You idiot. I grab Akiya's arms. Hey, Nissan. She pushes back, always acting so strong, but always lonely. She caught me. Come to think of it, she caught me a long time ago. Listen, Akiha, I don't care what anyone says. I'm your brother. No matter what happens, it doesn't matter if we're not related by blood. I'm your brother. Thank you, Nissan. But, even if I wasn't, I'd stay beside you. Even if you're not my sister, you're still important to me. I won't let anyone else hurt you. I pull her into my arms. I love you as my sister. Roll credits, we're done. Game's over. We did it, everyone. We did it! Is what I would love to say. But they're gonna bone. I hold her tightly. Oh, God. No, no. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't believe it. They literally... I can't believe they just said it like that. I'm flabbergasted that they just went... Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, well... I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream to the high heavens. We were so close. We were so close to, like, an actual normal sibling relationship. It was, like, cut out that line. Wonderful representation of a good sibling relationship. Gone. Ruined. There, you know, I've had people ask me, they're like, oh man, what are they gonna do for, like, you know, the PS4 and Switch version of the remake? They can't have him going after his sister, and this whole time I've been like, just make it a normal sibling thing. And like, time and again, people say, no, you can't do that. Yes, you can. If you were to end the scene right after he said, I love you as my sister, I hold her tightly, you could finish this game with a lovely, regular, normal relationship. But you had to make it weird, didn't you, Nasu? You had to put in your weird little fetish, didn't you? You and your shoujo manga that your sister had. The fact that you have your own sister is concerning to me very greatly. I hope she has never played one of your games. Oh God, here we go. But I love you as a woman even more. Isn't that reason enough to stay with you? Her breath catches in her throat. Everything stops. I can hear her heartbeat. She pushes me away and says, ew, stop. That's nasty. Our bodies warm all the way down to our fingertips. What? Our bodies warm up. Oh, they warm. Okay, I missed the up. And then, as if there was never any doubt, we kiss. Oh, her hair's like brown now. Oh, she refuses a bit at first. But soon after, I feel her full weight pressing against me. It's just a normal kiss. Well, far from what anyone would call passionate. And yet it still blows my mind. Akiha's lips are cool and soft. It feels like we might melt into each other. My mind stops working as I feel her warm breath against my lips. I can come up with many reasons why I shouldn't. But I want Akiha right now. I want to take her trembling body in my arms and make her all mine. I just wanted her to push away and go, this is so weird, please stop. I literally said I love you as my brother. After a long time, our lips part. Akiha still rests her body against mine. I'm so happy. Who says that? Oh, her voice is so soft, I almost miss it. It was just a kiss, but she really does look happy. Akiha. I put my hands on her shoulders. It's not that I came up with anything. As if it's the most natural thing in the world, I gently kiss Akiha's massive giraffe neck. It's hard to not kiss that, honestly. In fact, that's the easiest part of her body to kiss. It just takes up the most, you know, surface area. Her body shakes. But not with disgust or rejection. Does Akiha feel the same way I do? Is she also a weirdo freak? Maybe. If I'm thinking it's natural to want to touch Akiha, oh God, oh geez, she might be thinking the same thing about me. I'm just... Hey, Kia, want to do it? I ask her. I know I could have said it better, but I can't think of anything fancy right now. I am so angry at this game's writing right now. Yes. Akiha nods. Just a simple gesture makes me more excited than I've ever been. But Nissan, can you do me a favor first? She whips out her fight stick. A favor? I just thought this might be... She looks down at the tatami. I see. It would probably hurt on the tatami. But what should we do? I don't think I can hold back if she wants to go all the way back to the mansion. If I can, I want to make love to Akiha right here in this room. Oh, God. Nissan, there's a futon in here. Although, thank God. Akiha points to the closet. It's clean. We use it when I get blood from Kohaku. You're saying we should bone on the bloody mattress? Well, if that's the case, you should have told me earlier. Hold on, I'll get it. I put away for Akiha, take the futon out of the closet. I laid it in the middle of the room and turned to face Akiha once again. And Akiha sits in front of the futon, places her fingers on the tatami, and gives me a formal bow. Wait, did she do like the servant thing? Like where like you place your hands down, then you do the bow. Wow, that's weird. Then I hope you'll treat me kindly, Nissan. Her face and tone are entirely serious, even though her cheeks are flushed red. Akiha. I move closer and put my hands on her shoulders. Slutch. Slutch? That's a disgusting sounding spoonerism. Slutch. Slender. Slowjaz. I want to see and feel her smooth white skin. Can I take off your clothes? I move my hands from her shoulders to her waist. And... okay. Well, here we are. Let's play as Akiha. Except our hair's the wrong color. Actually, we should after this see what her other color plays like, because we should have red hair right now, but that's okay. Anyways, it's my first time ever playing as Akiha. I have no idea how she plays. In fact, I've mostly been avoiding her for spoiler reasons, because I've been worried about... That's a kick, huh? Because I've been slightly worried about what she might have. But it seems like we might be okay. Does that hit low? That looked like it hit low. Do we got a super? Is it double back? I'm trying to super you, Nissan. Okay, we got that at least. I'm trying to hit you with those schmix-ups, Nissan. Oh, she said it. Okay, here we go. I should try and get off an air combo. Oh, she do be dunking. Whoa, what was that? Oh, super. What does that do? Oh, it's a trap. Oh, very cool. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's neat. Alright, I think we need to go into the red hair and get him that way, because I realized that that's not canon. Return to character select. Here we go, red hair, baby. That's what we want. Even though it's more brown in the scene that I just read, which was very badly written. I read it off screen already. It's awful. It's really bad. So, am I correct that she's a literal clone character in this, because this is the original Melty Blood here. Later on, they definitely gave her, you know, I hear a new moveset. But here it's just, yep, it's just a reskin, huh? Very interesting. So, thankfully, in future even updates there, oh, she does get, you know, a proper new moveset for this form. Okay, I kind of like her gameplay style, actually. I love the dunk there. The air dunk is so fun. Air dash into air dunk is rad. Maybe, you know what? Different personality for intros and closings, so sure, you know, I guess that's a thing. Okay. Let's try and get him over there. Oh, you could do some nasty stuff with that. Cool. I love how that just didn't go there. Okay. Oh, we got a little dodge action there. Oh, that's cool. That's new. I don't even know what happened there. Cool. Well, we did it. Power of the power of the power of the... I did not know she was... Is she sucking a blood pack? That's incredible. That's really good. You know, it's not incredible. That sex scene I just read. In fact, it might be the worst one I've ever read. Anyways, let's go back and talk about it, because there was some plot in there. Actual plot to, like, care about. Like, some really important stuff for the plot. So, let's go back and talk about it. Okay. Hello, everyone. We're back. So, there was actually plot during that. Like, important plot. At one point, Akia's like, well, I'm very happy we could do this before I die. And then Shiki's like, yo, wait, hold up, what? And then she's like, she gave a very similar speech to something I heard in another Nasu visual novel where she said, hey, if I turn into a monster, you have to be the one to kill me. And then Shiki was like, no, stop that. Get some help. And then he boned her again. It was bad. It was very bad. It was one of the worst I've read, actually. It was just anti-erotic. There was nothing about that that was anything I would deem of erotic value. It was mechanical. There was tears, there was crying, there was arguments. It wasn't very great. And it's sad because, honestly, I can see the perspective of the relationship between Shiki and Akiha. I can understand it. It actually feels very well developed. It's understandable why they would even, you know, come to this conclusion. But it just wasn't a good time. Like, I have some quotes, because I always post to my Discord, and we make fun of it. Because, like, it's you just gotta make fun of it, right? For one, he kept calling her a little girl. That's weird, dude. That's a you problem. He kept saying, like, oh, I'm sorry if it hurts you, but I really don't care. And it's like, wait, what? Stop that. She bled multiple times. Some of it's from down there. Some of it's from a wound on her back. She, again, crying. At one point he says, her red hair spreads all over the tatami, looking like a fatally wounded but achingly beautiful animal. Bro, you just called her a dead deer. Like, what? That's very strange. So yeah, she said, no, it's all right. It did hurt, but I was more happy now. Even if I have to die, I have no regrets. And then she says, thank you. Then promise me this. If I ever turn into something else, please kill me with your own hands. And then my friend Beach says, then she turns into Shadow the Hedgehog, which would probably, yeah, sure. Okay. Let's see. What else is there? Again, just being violent. The phrase jerking motion, my shaft pushes easily into her wet tunnel. Like, that is not erotic. That's mechanical. That just doesn't sound fun. He keeps saying, like, oh, at one point they're like, oh, this position is so embarrassing. What if someone walked in on us? I don't think their first question would be about the position. I think it would be about who was in that position. Yeah. Overall, probably one of the worst things I've ever read. Because unlike even some of the other Tsukihime ones, which you could at least laugh at the absurdity of them, like some of the CL ones are funny, even some of the Archwood ones are funny, this one was just not fun. Although I will say I accidentally recorded myself in that whole time. So there's about 40 minutes of me as a Catboy VTuber just silently giggling to pornographic scenes, and that footage will never see the light of day. I must delete it as soon as this video is made, because that would be the most cursed thing in the world to see. So anyways, it might be because I was moving nonstop since yesterday. Oh yeah, bud, you were moving all right. I'm really sleepy. Nissan? Oh yeah, they're still together. I hear Akia's voice, but I don't have the energy to reply. Are you going to sleep? Hey, Nissan. I told you I don't have the energy to reply. Can't you just let me sleep, Akiha? Well, yeah, but can I sleep with you? I don't mind, but don't you want to wash up? Yeah, there was a lot of fluids. I would think you want to take a shower or something. Also, her hair was brown during this whole thing. Like, actually clearly brown. You want me to go wash myself? All right, I'll go. Wait here. This bathroom still works. Nakia's body moves away from mine, and I fall into a deep sleep. Nissan, please don't forget about our promise. I can hear a voice. There are worse things than death. So please, keep our promise. I can hear a voice even though I'm asleep. I'm sorry I have to say this, but sometimes death is the only salvation. This must be a dream. I do not want to trust anyone else. So please, don't forget, no matter what happens. What a bad dream. I'll never be able to forget it. If I could, I wish I could forget it. Nissan, wake up, Nissan. I hear Kia's voice. Nissan, you have to wake up. You can't be sleeping when the sun's about to set. Weird. I can hear Kia's voice. Oh, that's enough. How can you sleep like that when I want you to wake up? Someone squeezes me. Instantly, I'm awake. Ow! I wake up to a sharp pain in my arm. Then... Oh, good morning, Akiha. You're still red. Akiha looks mad, and I can tell she has something to say. From the shape of the red mark on my arm, the pain I felt was her pinching me. Akiha, that really hurts. What did you do? Nothing. You wouldn't wake up, so I gave you a little pinch. You didn't have to do that. I would have woken up if you just said to. Akia's staring at me in disbelief. Really, Hisui was right. You don't remember anything when someone tries to wake you up. What? Did you just try to wake me up just now, Kiha? Yeah, I called your name a bunch of times and you don't even remember, do you? Yeah, wow, ooh, sorry, I don't remember. I understand. Next time I'll get right to hitting you. If you don't want that to happen, try to wake up on time. I guess I left her alone too long while I was sleeping. Seeing how mad she is, I guess she's been up for more than an hour. Jeez, I can't help it. I was tired from everything that had happened yesterday. I was attacked by you at school, and when I came home I had to fight Shiki, and then I had to look after you, and then, you know... that. I should be sleeping all day after that. That... Nissan... Seeming to recall what we did, Akiha blushes. She is so cute. Seeing that blush makes me want to tease her even more. What? You're holding on to me so tight. Don't tell me you didn't like it. Well, She mumbles while looking down at the floor. It's alright. If you don't like it, I won't force you to do it. I guess we can just have a pure relationship from now on. I'm not a religious man, but... Thank you. Thank you. Nissan, well... What? I don't understand what you're trying to say. Crap. I can't hold a straight face. Just looking at her makes me want to burst out laughing. It's not that I dislike it, but... Oh, I see. So you don't really like it then. Alright, I'll restrain myself from now on. Oh, but I guess I do like it, but... Akia looks away as she answers. I see, but you keep saying but. I can't help it. I couldn't think back then. Couldn't really tell if it was good or bad. Alright, let's do it again to find out for sure. I want to take off your clothes myself this time. Oh, right, he like forced her to do it in front. He's like, yo, take your clothes off. And she's like, I'm so embarrassed by my body. And Shiki's like, I don't care if you look like a little girl. And that's the point where she should have said, this is a big problem on multiple levels. But Akia stares at me with her cheeks blazing. After she stares at me for a second, she purses her lips and shakes her head. Nissan, please put your clothes on. It's almost sunset and we have to go back to the mansion. It doesn't matter. It's part of the mansion. I want to stay here with you all day. Or, don't you like that idea? No, I feel the same way. But I was thinking that it hurts here and I want to do it. Here I was expecting plot. Even though her voice is a bit angry, what she's saying is so cute. It makes me want her even more. I swear to God, if this cuts into another one, alright, fine. To be honest, I was thinking when I was watching you recover that I want to sleep in that bed with you. Oh boy. Akia nods. Alright, let's hurry up, I swear. I swear if they just go and do it again. We'll go back to the mansion. We leave the detached building and make our way into the garden. Like Akia said, the sun is setting. The garden is filled with red. Hey Akia, what do you think Kohaku-san is doing? Well, Kohaku might have figured it out. She's usually a little oblivious, but sometimes she's really cunning. Doesn't feel like I did anything wrong, but still. Talking about this feels a bit awkward. Knowing Kohaku-san, she might actually be happy and congratulate us, but I have no idea how Hisui will react. Huh? Just slightly, I feel a headache. I stop. Akia keeps walking. Akia, hold on a sec. Call out to her. She turns around. That face. Before I can stop myself, I fall to the ground. Nissan! Akia runs towards me, but she never makes it, because she is stopped by him. Shiki, you! How dare you do that to Nissan! Akia lashes out, but she can't break his hold. That guy. Shiki grabs Akia's neck and starts to squeeze. Again? Statistically speaking, you're probably going to grab her by the neck. It's like saying I grabbed Kirby by the face. Statistically, most of him is face. After several frantic seconds, Akia's head nods forward. Shiki holds her unconscious body and looks down at me contemptuously. You did it. You really took everything from me. If curses were real, it would probably sound just like that. Shiki looks down at me, his teeth grinding. Gritting, rather. Sorry, my mind's still thinking about something. I can't move. My energy seems to be escaping through my back. There's only a little pain, and the certainty that I might die here. I can feel my shirt slowly being soaked with my own blood. In my back, a knife is planted like some kind of alien wing. Shiki. Don't misunderstand, Shiki. Akia doesn't really love you. She loves her brother. Yeah. For that I may have to thank you. Isn't that right, Akia? Please forgive me for being such a weakling. I never realized how much you loved me. If I was smarter, you wouldn't have had your purity taken away by such a pathetic loser. Oh, so like for us it wasn't a thing. Oh no. See, for us, it was fine because we're not related by blood, but you want to actually do it even though you're related by blood. You're the villain. Okay. Shiki puts his face near Akiha. Since she's unconscious, she can't resist. I'm like it. Yes, it doesn't matter if we're brother and sister. I love you more than anything. See, when it's coming from him, it's weird and a problem. From us, it's just weird. Shiki walks towards me, still holding on to Akiha. This time I'll make sure to kill you so you won't come back, Shiki. Akiha has a strain on her body because she's keeping you alive. Strain on her body? Oh, you didn't know? Akiha kept you alive back then by giving you half her life force. Oh, okay. Well, that explains a bit. Haven't you ever wondered about it? No human could survive with a hole that big in their chest. 8 years ago that day, Akiha regenerated you by giving you half her life. She's supplementing the life I took away from you with part of her own. There's no way you could have survived if it wasn't for that. Sharing her life? That's why Akiha can't manage her own body. She suffered all this time for you. As long as you live, she'll keep on suffering. I will alleviate that suffering now. Shiki walks towards me. My body will not move. I can feel myself starting to black out. Half of her life. I hear the sound of a sword sticking into the ground. Shiki screams. The reason for Akiha's spasms in the old man's diary. Tono-kun, I'll treat you right away. Hold on. This body that should have died. Someone lifts me up and takes me somewhere. But I can't care about what's happening now. What an ugly truth to have to face. It turns out that I was the reason Akiha has been suffering all this time. Oh. Wow. Was this part called telescope because of the penis? I wonder. Anyways, all right, a finale. See you next time for that, where if that is going to be a finale, we'll get to see that. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time for that. Ciao!
You can push yourself to do